You guys could just hear me for that whole thing, right? I wasn't on mute that whole time, was I? Can you guys just hear me now? Oh my god. Hold on. So, all right. Sorry, guys. Jesus. So I was just muted that entire time. So what I was saying is, god damn, and you guys all came in here, 50 people in here, and I was just muted that whole time talking. Good on you, people. So goddamn. So what I was saying is that I did not. I know, new streamer over here. Please. Here, let me take this off for now. Let me. God, I fucking dropped the ball on that. I was just going on for how long? The last 4 minutes talking into a blank mic. What an idiot. So I did not expect to go live here, but I am. And so I was just doing some work, and I'm going to clean up my desktop here. And in true Tommy Boy studio fashion, we'll play a little bit of a banger just to get things opened here. And then let me just clean off all my desktop or all my work shit off my desktop, and then we'll get into it. But we need to address some shit. And we're going to talk about, obviously, the title here, Fuck Your Feelings. But I got to get this shit cleaned up a bit so that I don't further dox myself. Not that this has anything to do with my doxing, because it's not that. Like that's not even it. It's these people and their goddamn feelings and being on the fucking internet. And maybe that's not where they should be. It's just shit's getting out of hand, people. Is getting out of hand. So bear with me. Let me play this one banger for y'all. Let me clean up my desktop so I get all this work shit off of here, and then we'll get into it. I'll tell you guys what's on my mind. We can maybe talk about Cap stream last night, and then bounce some shit off a chat down there, and we'll take it from there. Obviously, we won't keep it too long here. Short, simple, to the point. But fuck me. I thought things were moving in the right direction. But fuck this guy. Apparently they're not. So, long fucking day. Let me get this going for you guys. Give me 1 minute, get this cleaned up, and we will get into it. All right. Appreciate you. I don't know if it's playing. Is it not playing? Dude, fuck me. Fuck this guy, dude. What am I doing tonight? Present. Share screen. Share audio. Oh, I think I got it now here, folks. Hold on. Hold the phone. It's the stupid mic thing, or no, headphones thing. Oh, that's what it is. This was embarrassing. And I just want to show you guys how it's the end of my day for the record, but I'll show you guys how much of an idiot I am. Stand by, hold my beer. Maybe you guys saw it in chat that it was already fucking muted. God, I'm an idiot. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, why isn't this playing? Well, maybe it's because this button, you fucking idiot. All right, let me just play this 3 minutes, clean up my desktop, and we will get into it, folks.
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
Y'all see him in the street struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun up, he hustling. Vision, my nigga, now get in where you fitting. And see prison as just a high cost of living, the life. Ante up, cause if you blow that dice on that OZ, Dorothy ain't going home tonight. That's on everything. Put it on the kids and the wife. Been burying my folk ever since they raised the price on the coke. Searching for a quick antidote. More money, more problems to cope.
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
On rainy days, I sit back and count ways on how to get rich. Coolin' with a mean, ill Jamaican bitch. Banana coat matching with the ratchet. Low black weed, sweatpants style. Air Forces acting, jumping in 6 kicks. Lil' Chris talking about the bird. Flow through your hood in a mean sense, that's giant. It's like the family that flipped on you for lying. Buried you alive, left your whole crying. We on your floor, look, more dogs. They ain't A either. I hope y'all niggas is on. And when we get there, all my niggas in the mix, yeah, Shalal Legs. Diamond got me buying Louis Switch. Most people say the clan was missing since I got dropped off the radio. Overnight, your whole style was bitten in the process. Everybody switched their names like, what you call it? And he fast skin James. It was the guards that rest that. Soft skin, dark skin bitches. Clarks and Dizzy left the game dizzy. Who got busy? That dancey shit slid through. We had to stay hooked, cause that's what we been through. RZA came through, mastermind, got the cash from power. Poop the power past the divine. Classical rhymes, mathematical rhymes. Styles unbearable, now niggas with the radical shines.
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
Okay, jabronis. Okay, let me get situated here. All right, so I hope everyone is doing well. Let's do a quick recap here. Since last time I saw you, jabronis, it was a few days ago when I did that last live. Since then, I think major community events included 2 nights ago, the Bill had 2 streams, one of which he was helicoptered for, I believe, well over 60 seconds. And then he had another stream after that. Then FM had a stream. I actually haven't really made it through all of that one. And then we had Cap stream last night, and I have made it through that one. We have Locked at a stream as well. JT went live, and then we also have Nunya's tapes. So I should have taken notes of all of that, but goddamn, people, I don't even know where we should start. Where we should start is me putting this on live chat, like a fucking, like I know what I'm doing. So I just put that on. Let's just jump into it here. So let's start with why I came live first off. Is that this fucking place and people's feelings, and I'm not trying to put Blaze on blast here, but what just happened, and I'm not going to talk about it in detail, but what just happened, it's extremely fucking similar to just the bullshit of like people being like, oh, you said that about me and I wasn't on that panel, or I wasn't in that chat. You can't say that about me, or stop talking about me. If you're gonna like the one way, and even if you are, just a fucking icon in chat, people can still call you out or fucking, talk about what you said in chat. The only way to not do that is to keep your fucking mouth shut and your fucking fingers fucking not moving on the goddamn keyboard. That's how you do that. If you have a problem with people talking about you or saying something about you, then you shouldn't have any voice. You shouldn't be typing in chat. You shouldn't be fucking, because it clearly people isn't just like about their actual name. It's about their account name, their screen name. That's what they're so concerned about. So now we have people going live for simply wanting to call somebody out for them calling them out in a chat. And then, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm going to fucking say about that. That's all I'm going to fucking say about that. I don't even want to talk more about that situation because it's just dumb. It was dumb. It was stupid. For what? Oh, now we know that your beef with someone else was legit. In the words of the famous Bill Burr that I played on the last stream, nobody cares. I don't care. Nobody cares. No one gives a shit. It's only you. It's in your head that you think that. This is similar, and I don't want to bring this back up, but this is my fucking panel, and I'm going to relate it to my ass. Is that it's similar to mine and Chuck Dog's situation, guys. Chuck Dog said that shit months ago on NV Caps. That was 2+ months ago, people. I didn't go around crying my eyes, all worried about her saying that about me like it's going to tarnish my name. The only reason I brought it back up is because she fucking spoke her words and it was going to make a funny little live to catch her in receipts. And I did, and she dipped right after said receipts were shown. That's it. That's it. I wasn't losing fucking sleep at night because Chuckle said that shit. I don't give a fuck. You people don't give a fuck. But I'm not going to go use that. I'm not going to go use that opportunity to shed light on something that is even more serious. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck just happened? The fuck just happened? Like this place is, it's a community of fucking children. It's a community of fucking children, emotional children. And it's fucking ruining the place. It's fucking tearing it down. Now there's a caveat there, people. There's a caveat there. There are some serious shit. There is some serious fucking shit going down though, too. Right? Albeit that it's an internet community and that, people are using their screen names, making R-word fucking allegations on people's names without any fucking receipts and doing it multiple fucking times is disgusting. And I'm going to say this too. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not happy with the way that Kevin's been speaking. But here's the plot twist, people. That's freedom of speech. Kevin probably doesn't give a fuck what I think about the words that come out of his mouth. He has the right to say those words. Okay, I may not agree with them, but he, and I may not agree with his actions either. In terms of, I think that Ed's brother thing, yeah, it was probably, that can be arguable. Maybe the threats of potentially calling Christie school and shit like that. But what I'm talking about in terms of words are kind of like, the way he speaks on, about, doing women and shit like that. But what I'm getting at is that here's the thing: when you sit back on your fucking bed and you think about it, and you just think about it, people, just think about it in your head, your emotions, that's it. Like, why is that man doing that? Oh, well, maybe it's because this dude's been hurled at with rape allegations for fucking multiple times in this fucking place. How would I react? I don't know. I don't fucking know. But that's some serious shit. That's some serious shit. Now let's compare it to a situation earlier. Somebody's in chat and they fucking say that you're weak sauce, man, or some shit like that. And that warrants a fucking live stream and an expose. What the fuck are we doing here, guys? The fuck are we doing here? It's just unfucking believable. I can't even think. I haven't had enough time to, because this all just happened. I haven't had enough time to fucking think of a metaphor. Maybe chat, give me a fucking metaphor. It's like, God damn, I can't even think of it. I'm trying to think of some sort of scenario where it's like, yeah, it's not like, fuck, what am I trying to think of? It's like, I'm trying to make it funny, but I can't, because I'm going to use like a Mitch Hedberg joke, which is like, if I was going to drown, I would rather be really thirsty when I needed to drown, right? So it's like, you're drowning, and yeah, well, but good thing you're thirsty. I don't know if that really worked, but what I'm getting at is like, just dumping fucking gasoline onto the fire does not help just to clear your name off of some weak ass shit that was said in text. It's just the fact of the fucking matter. Is just fucking stupid. So now let's go to the middle of the spectrum. And this ain't about me. I knew the ramifications of me being a voice here. I told you motherfuckers I ain't got shit to hide. But there's people that are down in the goddamn trenches doing the work for this the actual community of this fucking place, and those people are getting doxxed. Fuck me. Those people are getting doxxed. And those people, I can imagine, not that I'm a pred or I know any preds, but I can imagine those people are probably pretty fucking scorned, kind of like old Tomboy was yesterday in Camstream. That guy was pretty fucking pissed off. And if that motherfucker is mentally unstable and knows what Cam's address is, I'd say that's a pretty fucked up situation, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, people? And for what? For this, like, what do you fucking people get off on with his fucking doxing? What do you people get off on this prank phone calling? What is this, 2001? Oops, baby, I did it again. Like, is Britney Spears and fucking Ashton Kutcher going to come out of the fucking basement and, like, punk me? What the fuck are we doing here? How old are you people? Unfucking believable. It's just embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. I'm a bit at a loss for words in terms of what to say about this fucking place, and the shit that's being hurled around. And I think what we can all kind of fucking agree on is that this need for approval, for validation. It's fucking stupid. And I know it's a bit of a double standard with me being up here and preaching, but I've been honest. Yeah, I like talking. I like speaking my fucking mind. It's great that I got you people in here. But if there's one thing I've learned from all this shit kind of dropping and me going public with all the race shit, is there's a lot of fucking people here. There is a lot of fucking people here that fucking do a lot of shit behind the scenes. Let me put it that way. And I can't even, I'm not even speaking necessarily of fucking, how do I want to say, nefarious shit. Just a lot of like backdoor bullshit. What do we got here from JT? You were a pillar of the wall of hate. It's just not true. It's just not true. I mean, I will say that I was, and I admitted to it. I think on my last stream, I was manipulated by Ray, and nothing nefarious took place in that Discord. I will tell you that. There was nothing like the shit that you guys hear about of like people like plotting against shit. And I don't even know if that stuff's true of the stories of that. But I will admit to, I was manipulated by Ray. He got information on me. I'll give him that. And I did go against some of my values in terms of turning a cheek to some of Ray's behavior, and kind of the way he carried things and the validation that he did need. I did. And unfortunately, I think the argument could be made there, JT, that those sort of backdoor relationships are potentially what kind of produce those bad decision making, like that bad decision making. So I will admit to that. I will give you that. But I will not agree with that. I was a part of the pillar of hate. Since I've been here, since I've been active. And I even told this to Tommy, to actual Tommy, when he was when I got on his panel and when he came over to, I think it was the Locks panel, when I was back in the States, and that that I never really dragged that guy. I don't really like heavily drag anyone. This place and people's infatuation with digging into people's life, personally, to me, I think is fucking weird. I think it's super fucking weird. I think it's extremely more weird that you guys do it to the people that are like the cornerstones of the pillars of the actual community, who are the catchers and the decoys. That's even more fucking weird. It's just the fact of the fucking matter. Like, I am now, kind of being more of a voice and have my channel and making these videos. And I hate to say this because I don't want to fucking turn the fucking tides of this fucking panel community, but is that I'm now leaning more towards the side that this is actually non-beneficial to the catching community as a whole. It's actually hurting it. I told you guys that when I'm one of my first lives of like, the Sean Ryan, right? Yeah, Sean Ryan, right? Sean Ryan podcast. I'm like, dude, there's going to be some eyes and they're probably going to come over here. I don't think there's any other fucking really communities, right, that are doing this shit. And that was back when that was, what it was a few weeks ago, and shit wasn't popping off. It's even popping off more now. It's even more embarrassing around here. So I don't know what to say. I don't even know what's manufactured and what's not. Listening to, I'll be completely like, now I'm going to be just spitting I'm just going to be going off the cuff here, people. Listening to Cap stream last night. I get it. Like, I get it with, I think a lot of people, how do I want to say this? I think a lot of people want to feel bad for Sabby, and, especially because she was crying up there, and you could even hear, Cap, bring that up while she was crying, right? I hate to say this, and it's going to make me sound like a dick, but at least for Cap, he hasn't done anything that's way off base. There may be some things that, are kind of double standards in terms of my eyes, but he hasn't said anything or gone way off. He's been dragging, right? But this side of this community as a whole has been dragging one dude or a handful of people for a very long time. Now the shit's starting to get turned around. And all they're doing is dragging back. Now, there are some bad apples. There are some bad apples in that. Okay, we can all agree on that. But these people, it's not too much of a reach to say they're doing some manufactured bullshit. Some manufactured goddamn bullshit. Because that shit sounds weird as fuck when I was listening to Cap stream. Weird as fuck. And what is going on there? Like, I just don't get it. We all don't get it. The whole I don't know thing. I know it's a joke, but it's just the truth. The whole like fighting in chats and then jumping on panels. And it is just, it's gotten out of hand. And the reason people, I'm going to bring this up. The reason I say manufactured is because if you remember my docs night, oh, my dog's night, like it's a mark it in your calendars. No, it's not like that. Like fuck this guy, fuck the Tommy boy. But just as a point of reference, that night when I'm laying into fucking Sabby that night, if you guys remember when I'm laying into Sabby, remember how she randomly said, and I know the chat kind of lit up on this, was like, she was like, what does this have to do with Locks and I's relationship? And to that point, I had not said anything. Oh, maybe all I said was that, Locke, this woman's been bad for you. Maybe that's the only thing that I tied back to it. But I'm just getting at, if you start looking back, and I think a lot of people got to do that a bit more, look back, and I hate doing it, especially when I'm on panels because my voice is terrible. So God bless all of y'all for being down there and listening to this Joe Blow. But go back and listen to some of this shit and how people present things and the shit that they say. It's fucking weird. These people are weird. It just doesn't make any sense. And I think there's a mix of nefarious shit and just some sleazy shit that's going on that's really fucking this place up. And I've gotten some weird and crazy stories since kind of setting on my IG and doing this, and all these people know. I think that's why people feel comfortable bringing them up. And I'm not trying to be that guy that's like, oh yeah, people are in my DMs or I know these stories. I'm just saying, people, be careful with what you tell people and how you act around here. I want everyone to be here. I want everyone to be active and participate, but it's just out of hand. People do some weird fucking shit behind the scenes, and they have some weird strings that they can pull. So it's just one of those things. It's fucking strange. That's all I gotta say. So let's get into some chat here. What do we got here? What was James speaking facts about? I don't even see James in here. JT 100. Anyone who has uttered the words, he needs to go from the community. So so JT's probably gonna be the best about being like a back and forth with chat. Is that so? This is actually a really good point. A very good talking point here. So I actually agree with that. Somebody asked me today about, like, what do you think will happen with the whole Meow situation? Right? And like, of course, I obviously don't agree with shit Meow's doing, but there's nothing that we can do, right? The only thing you can do, this is how maybe I've used this before, but as an American, you may think that you're voting at the polling station, but you're not. Where you're voting is with your dollar. Okay? So now take that back to our little community. Where you're voting is with your clicks and your views. And I know it can be tough, especially when we get into these, we were kind of used to having all these panels all the time and people talking all the time and drama all the time, something going on all the time. And now it's tough because then you find yourself in this fucking, YouTube fucking lull and somebody pops in and then you run over there, right? But here's the thing. It's a couple things in terms of not supporting those people, not participating. But then it comes back to what JT said. Like, this is what I talked about. And again, this woman's gonna murder me for bringing her up. But she fits well with the narrative here in terms of having this discussion. And we could talk about her too. But is that like Chuckles, I brought it up with her, right? Listen, what happened with her is shitty, but her expectations, remember when I was talking about finite and infinite, right? Her expectations around this finite solution of that everyone was just going to be done. That's never going to happen, right? Same thing goes with people having beefs with other people in this fucking community. It's just not going to happen. So being like, they're going to get booted out. They're going to be canceled. They ain't going to be canceled. I hate to tell you that. They ain't going to be canceled. It's just the fact of the matter. And you got to think, guys, here's where another one of those double standards comes in. If you're bent out of shape about people being in other people's chats, that's a problem. Then you are the problem when it comes to sides and picking sides and having sides. I don't give a fuck where you people type, what you people view. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I don't give a fuck where you think I type or what I view. But what I'm getting at is collectively, and I've talked about this before, is the idea around ostracizing, right? And you can kind of see that with some people around here. They start to get ostracized, and sooner or later, they'll go away. Sooner or later, they will go away. But this whole notion that there's going to be some major fucking paradigm shift of like everyone's going to come together and make this one decision on that. You try to tell me who's going to win the goddamn World Series this year and see if we can all get on the same page about that. Because it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So good. I mean, another good little talking point there. What else we got going on in here? Creeps, good to see you in here. Tommy Boy's poo stinks. I think everyone's poo stinks, but yes, mine does absolutely stink. If we want to take a little side mission here, the toilets in Europe, they're terribly designed. If you guys want to go look them up, for some reason they don't have as much water in them, and so I'm not going to go into it. But it's fucking. It's not a good topic. My poo definitely stinks, and I am not. I mean, it's a good thing to bring up, Drone Racer. This motherfucker up here talking right now, this guy, Tommy Boy, I am not perfect. I am a flawed, broken fucking individual with the rest of them. It is just the fucking truth. We're all fucking broken. And so no one should be taking any words like it's the fucking gospel around this fucking place or around any place, but much less this fucking place. Question everything, criticize everything. I mean, that's the beauty about science, right? Is like science is the pursuit of truth with knowing you'll never reach it. But it's the pursuit, it's being critical, right? So people in my career life have a problem with they say that I'm skeptical, right? I'm too skeptical. Skepticism is a beautiful thing. Skepticism is the base of investigation, of wanting, of knowing, right? Of being critical of a matter. Criticism and critical thinking are really the basis of, I don't really want to go there, but democracy and free thinking and free speech. And that only happens, guys. Again, I'm going to relate it back, right? Cyclical. I'm going to relate it back to voting with your dollar. That happens. That sort of thinking, that sort of mentality happens on the individual level, not as a faction. Factions form when a bunch of people get into an echo chamber and fucking say the same thing to each other and they validate each other. That's dumb. You're a dumb person, and all you're doing is making yourself feel better by yelling shit at people that already believe in what you believe. You're preaching the goddamn choir, and nobody gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck if somebody says something about you in chat. Nobody gives a fuck if some comedian, half-ass comedian, says that you showed your dick to a bunch of people. Nobody gives a fuck. It's a fucking tough world, and it ain't fair. So fucking pull your pants up. Let's all act like goddamn adults around here and clean this fucking place up. Try to be a little bit honest. Try to think for yourself. These people are not your friends. We're all a bunch of icons on a fucking internet screen. A TV, a computer screen, interwebs, the interwebs. Just crazy. And again, I think it comes down to how people perceive this fucking place and who they fucking perceive. And I, guys, I am just as fucking wrong. I'm just as bad. I did it with Ray. So fuck me. Like I said, I'm a flawed individual. I am a flawed individual. So I fuck up just like the rest of you fucks do. But if you can realize it and be like, yep, I fucked up there. What am I going to learn about it? Then, you know, that's how you become a little bit better of a person. Just a squidge, just a little sliver of a better person the next day. That's all you got to do. What did I just catch here? Here's the funny thing. So Mr. X, Todd's channel is the beacon of democracy and Western civilization. You know, the funny thing with that, Mr. X, is that, and I saw this somewhere. So I know this is not me, but it was very well put. And I want to state it here. But I want to give a big shout out. And this guy's a funny guy. He is a funny guy. My opinion on him shifts like the fucking wind. But he's a hustler. But he stayed out of this shit. He has stayed out of this shit, and he's been putting in work. And I'd like to give a shout out to old Cam at Carolina Pred Poachers, because that dude was in the middle of it, made some bad decisions, right? And he's even made some funny decisions in the past. But when push comes to shove, what's that motherfucker been doing? I've seen him on maybe 1 or 2 panels over the last like fucking 4 to 6 weeks. But that guy's got fucking cops backing him up, crawling through the fucking forest, fucking sneak up on a guy. Fuck yeah, Cam. And so the reason I bring that up is, what was it? Mr. X so Todd's channel is the beacon of democracy and Western civilization, because someone said yesterday, and I'm not going to steal it from him, but I'm going to bring it up, isn't it funny how Cam's channel is now like the safe space in the fucking community? Fuck me. Well, fuck me if you would have told me that. If you would have fucking told this guy that 3 months ago, I would have called you're full of shit, you know? But look where we are now. Cut to me being like, God damn, that fucking guy grew up, you know, stood up for himself, put in work, and that's the motherfuckers. It's not people like me. It's not me flapping my gums that are going to change this community. It's motherfuckers like that lead by example, stay out of the bullshit and go put in work. Those motherfuckers are the people you guys should be listening to. Those are the motherfuckers. Those are the motherfuckers that are going to change this place. And I'm sure he ain't fucking all peaches and fucking sunshines and rainbows. I know I think Cam's got a really funny past, but he's also a hustler. He's a fucking hustler. He's always been that way. And so I really want to give a shout out to that dude. I'm very, very happy to see what he's been doing. And I don't want to say it this way, but I sound like a fucking pretentious fucking prick, but I'm proud of the guy. I am fucking proud of the guy. The guy got into some shit, caught some heat, stood up with it, took it on the fucking chest. He fucking squared up to that goddamn ground ball, took it off the chest, let it hit the dirt, picked it up, fucking threw the guy out at first. Now we're watching him walk into the fucking dugout, and we're hoping that guy hits a goddamn home run. That's what we're looking for. I don't know why I just keep seeing JT's comment, but I'm not trying to. If you guys got things for me, then we got my guy up here. Hold on, JT. I'll get to that. We got my guy, Mitch Dog. And so here's another great example. For some reason, everyone's got this massive amount of hate for Mitch. I was either on the panel or I was watching the panel where like the Mitch stuff came up that he was like accused of being somebody else, and the videos came down. I don't really give a fuck. I actually think the guy's pretty goddamn funny, and he rides this really funny line of like being a troll and being serious, but he's actually pretty good at either one of them. So I don't really give a fuck. But let's go ahead and read old Mitch Dog's comment here. Every community should have, what is this? Ostracism? What is that? I don't even know how to pronounce that. As an opinion, JT and Cat Eyes trying to shame you out of it because they know they're on the chopping block. I don't know what they are on. It's an opinion. Is Cat Eyes in here giving me flack too? I don't know. I got to be better about reading. I just hate. There's a couple things here, guys. Like, so I'll just air them out to you as the chat. Like I said, you know, maybe I'll start having people up here. You know, is that there? Yeah, there's certain things that I just like fucking hate. Like when people, a lot of people can do this. Is that when people are like talking on panels, and then all of a sudden, this is another thing. This goes back to the whole situation while we're here. So let's actually talk about it. But people are on panels, they're having a discussion, and then someone who's not in that discussion on the panel has to scream at chat because someone said something in chat. Like, that is the stupidest thing. I can't stand that shit. So no, that's why I don't like. That's why there's only certain panels I'll go on at this point, and why I don't really love having people up here. I don't want it to turn into a shit show, and this whole thing of being like having a discussion back and forth, and all of a sudden third party comes in, they're like, "Oh yeah, PatCon, oh yeah, PatCon, what'd you say, you fucking PatCon?" Like, that ain't my jive. That ain't the space I'm trying to create over here. All right, so JT we'll get to here. Recording secretly someone who bought you a room for days and gave you cash is now a good thing. I think he's referring to Cam there. Like I said, so JT, I'm not up here to speak for anyone else. But JT, I think we can all agree we've all done things that we shouldn't have done in the past, right? And so, like I said, that was one of the things where I said he caught a bunch of heat. He made some wrong decisions. He fucking squared up to that ground ball. It took a fucking Sunday hop on him. He took it off the chest and fucking picked it off the dirt and threw it to first base. So yeah, people make bad decisions. People misspeak. People they fuck up, right? It is what it is. So I'm not going to ostracize. That's what they were trying to say. Ostracize. Okay, I was like ostracism. Ostracism. Excommunication. Exile people. Exile. Now I sound like Donald Trump. I can't do voices. I ain't gonna do voices up here. All right, what else we got going on over here? Oh, we got FTK up in this ma. Let's see what this guy is saying. DK, what do you say before that? Oh, I don't even want to talk about DM York. The fuck we talk about? DM York's in here? No. I don't think so. Subs only in here. I hope not. The fuck? So I just see this comment from Troll Lawyer about Bill. I don't really want to speak much on Bill, but Bill is Bill, you're probably listening, but I feel like you are a sad and lost man. And you think of us as idiots. Let me put it that way. I think you really kind of think of us as idiots. Oh, I was going to say, if you leave that stream up, but it's not. That's right. I got it sent to me. But there's even some stuff. Maybe I'll make a quick short. Maybe that will be my next video, Bill, is just make a quick short. It's nothing nefarious, but it's funny. You say, all you motherfuckers, I got to say this, all you motherfuckers about like, you motherfuckers beefing, the public people that are beefing. And then you're like, well, I didn't watch the panel. But we all know you motherfuckers watch the panel. So that's the clip I'm going to make, is that at the start of your live, you're like, oh no, I saw the panel. And then, oh, that's what it was the whole Jonathan thing, Jonathan Robbins, which I don't even know if we're going to go into that fucking topic here, but that fucking guy. But yeah, you were like, oh yeah, I know what he just did on that last live. And then like later in the later in the stream with another person up there, you're like, oh no, I didn't see that. What happened on that live? And I'm like, what an idiot. Like, does this guy think we're that fucking stupid? He probably does. Ostrich racist. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot. I gotta get better about this fucking StreamYard. Thummy, holy God, I am a bad panel guy, dude. Like, that is fucking. Oh man, that had me going. Um. All right, let's see what we got here. I expect Ray to rise again after like 3 days. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Ray, but my same energies with Ray, just so you guys know, fuck Ray. Like I'm not scorned or anything. It is what it is, but fuck that guy. That guy, like, did you guys did you motherfuckers listen to those Nunya tapes? Which were great. I think I want to put her on blast for fucking breaking them up all like that, and then put them in a playlist or something, Nunya, for the love of God. But did you motherfuckers hear on one of those? This is petty. This is fucking petty. But it just goes to show you. It just goes to show you that he's on Locke's panel, and Nunya got like booted or something, right, when they were doing the whole money thing, and he's like, yeah. So I'll let her up again. If, and then he makes some like joke. And I'm like, this motherfucker telling people he's going to let them up when it's not even his channel or his panel. Like that is that dude and 101. And here's the thing. So you guys hear my voices. So this is going to kind of be a bit of a double standard or a bit of hypocrisy. But I'm putting the disclaimer out there, you assholes, is that I got these different voices, I get these different things. But there's a difference between that and just two distinct voices. And Ray, he's got two very distinct voices. He's got his suburban, stand-up guy, multiple cars voice. And then he got his Brooklyn, that voice. And it changes based on who's on panel. There's a big difference with me being a little bit of a funny guy and me being a funny guy and having these different voices, right? But Ray, I'm just saying, I might make a video on it. Because it is palpable. But I'm just saying, put the pieces together. I ain't just trying to drag Ray for the rest of my life. But the fucking guy, he's an interesting fucking guy. Let me put it that way. And there's just these little fucking things. This is why, and it's not like I expect you guys, like if Ray comes back, go support him. Go do. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. I'll go into his chat and fucking troll him. I'll troll the shit out of him. But I don't expect anyone to fucking follow me, but I'm going to talk on it. I'm going to be like, man, this shit's kind of weird. This guy's telling people he'll let them back up on the panel. This guy all of a sudden talks like he's like back living in the fucking Bronx the minute someone pulls up on panel. I don't know. That sounds a bit strange to me. Oh, we got Jay Silly in here. He's a pretty good troll. I do like this troll. He's a clever one. But yeah, what was the other thing? Ray's here. He's just in multiple accounts for sure. But yeah, to close up that topic, at least for tonight, Ray, fuck you, Ray. You're just such a weak man. You fucking douche. All right, what else was I going to talk on here? Oh, I mentioned it. J-Rob. This will get the people clamoring. Hold on, I got to hit my vape. I do vape now and again. It's bad. It's terrible. Can't really get vapes out here. I mean, you can. They're starting to get more prevalent. And then also, I just took a sip of Diet Coke. I got to go to a certain store to get that because they only sold Coke Zero. I get it, people. Aspartame is not good for you. It's the one fucking thing that I do. Okay, pal. I told you I don't drink when I come home from work. So yeah, if I want to have a Diet Coke, that's where the Jay Tizzle and I, that's what we agree on. We both love a little bit of Diet Coke. So it is what it is. And is JT dragging me down there? Talking about my knitting club? I said I knitted once. It was because of a female. She was a great woman. Didn't end well, but that's beside the point. Like this, Costo. Does it sound all right, guys? Does like my mic sound all right? Do I sound all right? Because that'll bring it back into this other fucking topic. So I was listening to the Bill stream, which I believe if I am oh no, it's a nicotine vape, you fucking jabronis. It's a fucking nicotine vape, you goddamn, yeah. You smart asses. Can you guys hear me breathe? That's fucked up. How would if I like move it away? So hold on, let me get some vapes in here. And I should play music, huh? What the fuck is Dr. Pepper Gang? Jay Silly, you weirdo. Is motherfucking Tex gonna come in here and talk about me, about my health choices? This motherfucker. Regular Coke. There's so much fucking sugar in regular Coke. It's disgusting. Free like a whale. I almost took you motherfuckers. I almost went live and put you guys on my bike and went and biked around Vondel Park. And just would have let you guys fucking do what you do in chat. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Actually, let me check the weather. Let's check the weather here in Amsterdam. Now that everyone knows that I live in Amsterdam. Well, and seeing as I just said that I was going to go do a bike in Vondel Park, so fuck me. Let's see what is going on tomorrow. Oh, high 63. That's not bad. High 66 on Saturday. High 67 on Sunday. I might go play some golf. That is the one American thing I brought with me. And they do not have golf carts here. So I just walk. So I had to bring my walking bag. Nobody gives a fuck about this, but I'll finish. I had to bring my walking bag, and my walking golf bag is littered. With American flags, unfortunately. So it's a bit weird. It is a bit weird, I will say that. But yeah, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I got to see. I do have some friends I was thinking about meeting up with after work, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen on Friday or Saturday. So we'll play it by ear. Uses wheelies. This fucking guy. All right. Okay, I tried to Dr. Pepper tastes like. Oh yeah, fuck. I gotta remember this too. Let me air out some shit. So that's one thing I gotta get better about. Remembering to fucking highlight and take off comments. If Cap's in here, I haven't seen him in here. I don't think so. But this fucking guy, what a dick. Here, let me put this on my main screen, then I can do it better. All right, that's a lot better. Is that what was I gonna say? God damn it, Jay Silly got me off my fucking shit. Oh, Cap, will you stop doing this? You stop doing this? Oh, I can't do it. You got to stop leaving the window that you're sharing up for when you guys are talking for the whole time. It's really tough as a viewer. I'm just saying, as a viewer. I am a D-Nugs guy. For show. But I can't watch those games. Our games are typically, these primetime games are at 2:30 a.m. my time. And I ain't like you nut jobs that don't sleep. Like, it's 11:40 right now. I should probably get to bed soon because I want to leave work early tomorrow and get hammered. I'm going to get hammered. And no, you guys won't see me up here hammered because I'm pretty good at not making bad decisions when I'm all hammered, despite popular belief. I'm just kidding. I don't know if people actually think that. I was just creating hysteria. Let me see what else we got here. No, Ray, it's the metric system. I do love the metric system. I will tell you that. Thoughts on Amsterdam, man? I think this is fucking amazing. This is amazing. This place is just riddled with. So here's what they call them here, and I might get canceled for this. So hold on to your seats. But these fucking guys and girls, but mainly guys, come over from the hip. They skip the pond. Well, they don't really skip it because a lot of times they're taking the train that's underwater. So they're not really skipping it. They're kind of submerging the pond. They're submerging the pond over the mainland, come over here and just get fucking blitzed, hammered drunk. And these motherfuckers are dude, they're fucking weird. So like I was telling some of these Dutch people, I'm like, listen, I don't want to be a dick. But what these guys do is pretty fucking gay, right? Like these fucking guys, I live on a very popular street, a very famous street, like right downtown. I'm trying to move right now. But very popular street. And yeah, I see these fucking groups, and it's these gaggles of men, you know, in their 20s, like rolling like 12 to fucking 24 dudes deep, and they're all fucking hammered. There's not a woman in sight. Maybe it's a bunch of gay guys. So, but that would be a lot of different groups and a lot of different days. So that would just, you know what I mean? Odds of, but anyways, but they're all in these big groups, all a bunch of dudes. They're all hammered and they're all singing fucking songs. And they somehow these motherfuckers know every single lyric to multiple songs together. And it's no. And I'm not talking. They're not out there singing like Drake, right? Or like Fall Out Boy or some shit like that. They're like, it's like their chants, you know, like their football chants and shit like that. And listen, just let me put it in perspective here for a second. Like if I was to go to my boys back in the States and I was like, yo fellas, let's go get hammered tonight. Let's get a bunch of the dudes together. Let's go get hammered tonight and we'll walk the streets and sing a bunch of songs together very loudly and belligerently. Would you guys be down for that? My buddies would be like, dude, what are you fucking losing it? Like, can I, like, you guys, like, that's not off base. I'm not a nut job for saying that. It's just a fact of the matter. It's fucking weird. It's fucking super weird. All right. So I spoke on that. Let me see what else I got. I miss PP Mass. I miss Jay. Just said that the other day. That's too bad. I hope he's doing well. Oh yeah, I should do this for you guys. Oh yeah, I might do this tomorrow. We'll see, guys. It would be around like 9 o'clock my time, and I'm 8 hours ahead of Denver. To put that in perspective, what is this? How many dates will TD get this weekend? Dude, there's very few weekends that I go on 2 dates with 2 separate ladies. It's usually I try to keep it to 1 date a weekend, either. Yeah, and you got to keep in mind too that like typically Friday or Saturday dates are more solidified, for lack of better words. So like they're either pretty legit conversations that you're having if it's the first date, or it's a second or third date that's going on a Friday date. Typically first dates happen. It's not like a dinner. And it's usually happening during the weekday. Just a little bit of an inside scoop for you guys. At least that's how I do it. And I also don't chat for days on those fucking apps. I think, yeah, like that's a big red flag for me. These people that just want to fucking go back and forth. Okay, let me see what this says. Hold on to your seats. I'm going to put a very light V across my chest. So I can pull. Dude. What the fuck? What the fuck, JT? Dude. Oh my God. I will say. So I will say that. So that is my. Yeah, that's my giggly laugh. That it was nice to see JT. I mean, I'm a bit biased because, like I said, you know, I spoke to JT on the phone. You know, like the motherfucker knows my phone number. He saw it was an OG Colorado phone number, which, you know, at least gave me some credibility. But I even said before that, right? Even when I was dropping the Jay Tizzle tapes, that I thought JT was not a terrible guy. So I would just want to say that it was nice seeing JT go live today. I was popping in my office, and the dude had me cracking up with some of the shit that he was saying, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, pretty funny. So, like I said, like if you don't fuck with that, then don't fucking click on it. Don't listen to it. But I actually like bouncing in there and seeing JT just rambling, and I think it's quite a fucking skill to be able to do that by yourself. Sure, is he drunk? Yeah, he is. He's a fucking adult. He's an old man. If he wants to get fucking drunk and speak to the internet on his own, then that's what he can fucking do. Look at what I'm doing. What, just because I'm in my 30s, I'm not inebriated, it's okay? Like, get fucked, people. So JT, get on there, guy. Let's see what we got here. This fucking guy. This fucking dude, he cuts deep. Criticizing cultural rituals in the country he invaded. No, what was I criticizing, dude? I pretty much love everything here, except for everyone smokes cigarettes. Speaking of my vape, everyone smokes cigarettes. And everyone's rude. It's just no one's polite and no one talks. I talk way too much, but chicks dig it. What's this say? Yeah, I told you guys I was gonna do that Hank Williams Jr. song. Hopefully you guys went out and fucking looked up some Hank Williams. The dude is he's a legend. I mean, his dad's an absolute legend. That's just undeniable. Can't even debate it. Junior, maybe you could debate it, but not with this fucking guy. Like, I fuck with the Junior. I fuck with the Dwight Yoakam. If you guys don't know Dwight Yoakam, like that is actual country music. Just so we're all on the same fucking page. That is true country music. I don't know what you guys do with these new rapper country guys, but though, like Dwight and the Williams family, not the third. Like I said, not the third. Fuck that guy. The drugs got him. But Senior and Junior, legends. This is not a nice thing to say. And let me tell you, Gremlin, as a younger man in the community, how do I want to say this? Your 20s are a great time to explore and be a degenerate, but be a respectful. Let me just say that again: be a respectful degenerate. But there'll come a certain time where that just is not very fulfilling. Let me put it that way. And hopefully it comes sooner in your 20s than later. Let me put it that way. Because it'll really get you nowhere. And the one thing it will do is help you to identify people and how they move, and kind of their intentions. Let me put it that way. Let me take that off the screen because that's quite embarrassing. What an asshole. What an asshole. I'm getting. It's tough to keep up with. Now you guys talk about Anne Frank. You guys are a bunch of fucking douches in here. No. So I do not live in Dewallen in the red light district. God, that would be fucking terrible. No, I live outside of Dewallen, but I live inside of Centrum. And I mean, the red light district. Yeah, guys, if you come to Amsterdam, that red light district is not that cool. It's cool in the sense of it's weird. Like, so I'll give you guys my honest opinion on it. When I first my first time coming out here, which was years ago, I don't know, maybe like 4 years ago, when I first came out, started coming out for work. I thought I was under the impression that the red light district was like a street of strip clubs, right? And like it would be like you just go into these different strip clubs, and it was just like strip clubs, like kind of in a strip mall fashion, is what I assumed. Nah, it ain't like that. It is straight up fucking window shopping. It is the craziest fucking thing. But you see some funny shit go down there too. Like when I used to be a tourist here, you see like people obviously negotiate at the door, so that's funny to see. Some people try to like pull out their camera, which obviously you're not supposed to fucking do that. The funniest thing I've seen there, which was probably one of the maybe like second or third time in Amsterdam, I'm walking through there with with some business partners, and we're walking through there after dinner, and this guy walks out of one of the fucking, I don't know what you call them, stalls, stations, or whatever fucking they call them. And this gaggle of the English dudes didn't know this dude, but he comes out after he gets done doing what he's doing in there. And this drunken group of guys, dude, they all pick him up and they literally like, how do the Jewish people do it? You know, kind of like when they're on a chair, right? And they're like chanting the guy on. And this guy was so embarrassed. And at first, when you saw it, you're like, oh, these people know this guy. And then they like set him down and they're all like cheering him, patting him on the back. And then he walked away in a completely different direction. I'm like, oh my God, those fuckers didn't even know that dude. They just randomly fucking did it to that dude. Oh, it was fucking hilarious. It was super hilarious. Yeah, work made me come out. I'm very happy to be here. Very, very happy to be here. I love it here. that may be true, actually, there, pal. There is a lot of history here. There's a lot of history. All right, party people. Fart Patrick, clever name. Good to see you. I don't know whose alt you are, but you have a clever use of words. But all right, party people, I think I will let you guys go there. We got our hour in. Let's do Tommy Boy final thoughts here, because I saw somebody comment that, and it's pretty fucking funny. You know, I don't know what to fucking say. You know, I feel like let me put it this way. You know, I get stupid ideas of like, you know, if I say this, people are going to, you know, think it and it's going to help. And it's not. I'm an idiot for thinking that. If anything, hopefully my hour that I spend with you guys live gives you some peace and tranquility in this fucked up world that we live in. And hopefully that then would create a byproduct of people not being so fucked up in this place and acting like adults. I think that is the best we can hope for. And that's where I will kind of leave you guys. So as I typically say, you know, be well, check in on yourself, your friends, your family. And yeah, like continue to have fun out there. Just do it respectfully. Be adults. And don't go below the belt. If people deserve dragging, sure, drag them. But don't go below the belt. So take care, guys. We'll see. I'll let you guys know if I can go live tomorrow. And I'll take you on a little bike ride, maybe before I go be a degenerate. But other than that, yeah, guys, if I don't see you this weekend, take care, be well, take care of yourself, get some fucking time for yourself, go get some goddamn exercise. Big shout out to JT on the 20 pounds down, dude. That is very good. One of the best things to combat, and I know this, number one, to combat fucking mental health problems is fucking exercise. And I don't mean you got to go lift weights and be a fucking macho man. I just mean go out and move the fuck around. Even if you're moving around on your fucking around your house, go move around. And no, I am not reaching for any gatekeeper position. I don't give a, like, I hate to close it on this, Patty C, but you're going to make me goddamn do it, is that I like you guys. I like you. I'd like you being here and listening to my fucking ugly mug all night. But I owe nothing to any of you. And if anyone ever tries to give me shit about where I'm at, who I'm talking to, you can get fucked. You can take my wrench. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. None of that shit. And I don't hold it against anyone else. There's people that I think are shitty in this fucking place, and I'll talk about it here. But, like, I don't give a fuck what you guys do with your own time. As long as you ain't out there fucking diddling kids and shit, right? Like, I think that goes without being said, but I fucking said it. So, all right, guys, take care. Leave the petty shit aside. Fucking, you know, let's increase our emotional intelligence around here. What people say on here, if they're not slandering your fucking name, it doesn't fucking matter. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. Did you see people? Chuck Dog said that shit on NV Caps Live. You see people going around talking about that I showed my dick to people? No, because people forget about the shit. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. All right, people, be well. Thanks for being here. Don't go to each other's throats. let's all be better. Love you.